So the last thing that I wanted to mention about the creeps in jungle here, of like taking this farm over getting your own, is that also you can consider if it's gonna be just more than one ancient camp, if it's gonna be two ancient camps, because they're gonna spawn right eventually at like 80-minute mark. So that's another thing to think about. But again, as we mentioned, Ursa without Aegis, you don't want to fight them here again, right? So at
Yeah.
18-minute mark they're gonna all respawn, so you don't want to be here when they are respawned. So for all, especially if it has to like force your teammates to be there, plus you will lose that even if your teammates will be there. So that's the last thing to like think about in terms of like farming patterns. So yeah, um, so instead of this, let's go preferably here. So I would like TP here, kill this wave, right? Because nobody else is doing it. Like first I would rather ping it, right? So somebody else gets it. But if nobody is doing it, I would TP here, kill this, and then go for the ancients instead of doing this. And in your bracket, like get used to that people are just not killing all the creeps that they can possibly get. So be more inclined into specialist carry. Be more inclined into getting like farming items and basically be in your part of area to get all the creeps rather than stealing like the aggressive ones before the creeps like die here. Like sometimes it's worth like if it's something specific, or if you have like if you're a flash farmer, it can be worth. But yeah, like as Urza, it's just wasting time
Yeah.
if you don't want to fight them, which you don't. Okay. Again, W preemptively, every single, like press it on cooldown constantly. You're not pressing it preemptively. It leads into way less farm that it could have been. Again, like you're joining them, right? It looks scary. For example, me, I would abandon it because I don't have anything against OD. So in fight, no matter how it's gonna look, I'm just gonna die from OD, from Echo, from stuff like this. So it's a lot scary for me. And what I'm gonna lose is again ancients, and I'm gonna lose the pressure on the top. So I would probably be less inclined of doing so. But yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe how should I evaluate it a bit further? Well, there's still no rush timer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's up.
there's still probably no rush timer because you are late, I think. So there's still no rush timer, and yeah, how to look at this? Well, it's true that you cannot like kill their buildings per se, so that's why you're more inclined of like defending or your own before you can kill your buildings, and you're not like flesh farmer. That's all true, but still, yeah, it's I guess this is up to you. Since you're already here, this is up to you.
I think it goes well for us, but
Yeah,
that's just luck.
it's not. Well, the thing is that like you don't have like thing to survive, but it's not that your like lineup is meant to hitting buildings or to flash farm. So yeah, so this is also your flash farm in some sense. So I'm not totally against it. Okay, so now once you won the fight, guess what I want you from you to do and from your team.
Shove in the wave and take the tower. Well, I'll take the
Can
tower,
you
but shove
take
it
the
at
tower?
least. We could, but there's the threat of the buyback from Root.
Yeah, there's also threat of you will not be in time to do so at all. Everything
Yeah.
is shoved into your towers, so you will not be in time to kill this tower, which is the closest. Yeah, so you will not get the tower, but at least like tell your teammates to shove the waves and that you wanna take jungle. If they are not shoving the waves, just go take the waves. Pref which one would you rather take, this one or this one?
I'd take the closest one to me and then TP
That's
to that
sometimes
one.
true, but again, it's somehow awkward pattern like to walk all the way here because you're gonna need to basically walk all the way towards here.
Yeah.
And again, Ursa, right? Your team is supports easily kill lane creeps, but you kill easily the jungle creeps that otherwise gonna get lost, right? So yeah, so again, it's 1913. Yes, you can decide both ways. The mid seems more like juicy, but just because it's close to ancients. But yeah, it's 1913, so you still have time before the ancients die basically, because they're gonna basically like die if you don't kill them in 20-minute mark. You just lost them, right? So you still have time to do so. So I would be fine if you stay here. And everybody has TPs, right? So it doesn't matter that you have TP and you can TP to places. So yeah, staying is fine. I would, by the way, I would probably kill this wave. Okay, your Magnus is doing it. Oh, okay, you're doing it, which, okay. Yeah, and get out. And now I'm farming fatter, but nah, again, you're trying to
Yeah. Really.
steal enemy stuff after the fight, but yeah, I wouldn't do this. They can stop you, like OD can stop you. You're forcing your team to be there. They're gonna respawn and they wanna want to fight you. And you, by doing this play, you missed all this.
Yeah. I was lucky enough that ODTP top, but
Yeah, but like still, like
that's
it's not
relying on
that.
him being bad. That's that's what I meant. That,
Yeah, but like yeah. So
that's not good to improve.
and speed it up. I wouldn't go for the small camp again. We are not aiming to kill this tower, right?
Yeah, no.
We are aiming to like farm to be able to get the tower. Waste of time, and now you TP top, which is again, I wouldn't do this at all. You are not the guy that should hit the jungle creeps. You are the guy that should kill this and then go for killing the wave if it hits your tower, something like that. And you're trying to like kill the OD that has escape mechanic of Wing you. So even if you bring somebody, like how would it look like? You know, they can bring also somebody. So OD is bad, okay, it's cool, and he still leaves, right? Like even if he was that bad to reach your tower, 1v1 he just W's you and gets out. It's just waste of
Yeah.
time. So for example, like your item bill can tell me like what do you think your job should be? If you think your job should be like to, oh, my OD is constantly gonna like hit buildings and I need to catch him, what do I buy? You know, to him not doubling me, that might tell me like what you're thinking about. Okay, so you're both basher.
Yeah, it's Ash. Yeah, that was dumb.
So again, like how are you gonna like reach him before he W's you? Because if he W's you, you cannot bash, right?
Yeah.
So again, like Billion farm here, and you're up against OD, and you're waiting for him to push it into. So you're farming the same, like you even have Empower, and you're farming the same speed as the OD, and you're stealing like from your team, and this is not getting farmed.
Yeah.
And we are just waiting. Most of the time you're waiting. You're killing one wave every 30 seconds. That's what you're doing by staying. Like you could have killed all this and then walk here to defend it if you, and you would still kill the same amount plus you would get the this.
Ancient. Yeah.
Yeah, or something. I don't remember what was that left. Yeah, yeah.
And the only benefit I got from this is that I took the tower because ODTP right in front of me.
Yeah, he
But
TP'd
you
out
saw him
because
too, right?
did you saw him TPing?
I was like,
You haven't saw him
Yeah, he
TPing,
started
but you saw him.
TPing.
Yeah, now okay, now you saw him TPing. Yeah, okay. So he TP'd out, right? Can they still defend this building without OD? Like, who can stop you?
I don't think anybody can stop me here.
They
Uh,
can if they like TP to, Raid King stops you because like Vacant, like two heroes stops you. But yeah, they did not stop you easily. Like the easiest way is Shaker with Blink or OD, right? Those heroes stop you so easily. Also Brewmaster has like slow. That's gonna also like slow you down, like to not be able to escape probably. But maybe with
yeah.
ult, you will, like Brewmaster with ult will stop you. So yeah, but again, you're playing as if you played some different hero. You're playing as if you play the hero that likes to hit buildings and flash farms way faster, and stuff like that. Okay, so he TP'd in front of you since you're already here, and fight's gonna be here, and you cannot join them, right? It's like okay play to push out the lane even further, even though it's not your complete job. So I would push it out. Now I would be thinking like, can they TP here to kill me? If not, I would be hitting the building. And by the way, whenever you do this, watch what's happening on mid, just so you get the informations. Also from this position, like usually it's like nice to run like this sometimes, 'cause it's faster. So having Quelling Blade might be option to cut the tree. Okay, kill
I
this
think
as
it's
fast as
shove me.
possible. Yeah, I would be shoving as well. Exactly what you're doing, I would be doing the same. It's just for the reasons that I cannot join the fight, so at least I'm doing something on the map. Like, forcing them to TP back. Otherwise, if I don't force them, if I don't shove this, all these three ways, if I don't do it and don't kill this tower, and they still fight, the lane's gonna be like here, and these guys will like pressure my tower, or pressure this tower. They're gonna pressure something that I don't want them to pressure, or they will run at me here, right? Or something, because I
Yeah,
haven't pressured this. But since I pressured this, now one guy TP's here and he's locked down here till he kills all the creeps. Otherwise they are losing creeps and blah blah blah, and you still see him and getting all the informations. If you don't do that, you will not see them, you will don't know what they are doing, and you will lose farm. Again, farming pattern is awkward for you. So this guy, does he have blink? He doesn't, right? So you saw
yeah,
saw them on mid. So was this gameplay scary for you to take? Look at it. Where are you? Here.
yeah, yeah,
So
Ember. Yeah, that's
so
that. I should have taken that.
it's not
Should have
scary,
taken that
and
100%.
even though ancients give more, the farming pattern is incorrect. It's just like, yeah, going here is like, look at the timer, 22:11. You don't have to be here immediately. You still have time before it spawns. So kill this camp first.
Yeah,
Also, again, this is bug, by the way. You don't have overpower chances. You're just constantly not doing the double preemptively W to farm faster.
yeah.
You're not even doing it when you're near the creeps, which is even worse. By the way, now that camp that you haven't farmed got OD, so it's
Yeah.
double loss.
Sorry, saw it. Yeah. Should
So now we're
should
going
have taken.
top again. It's okay. This play is okay. Why is this okay? It depends. Like if you guys want to smoke, then it's better to take these, right? Why it's better to take these if you guys gonna smoke at 23-minute mark?
Plus, the enemy's not gonna know we smoked unless they have
Hmm.
a ward there, but they don't have a ward there.
I'm just no. I'm just like what I meant is I'm thinking about farming pattern again. Like if what made you okay? What made you to decide to go to the like you were okay? I will rewind for you. What made you decide to, instead of waiting here for 3 seconds, killing the ancients that give more gold? What made you decide to go to lane?
Yeah, that
It's
was
question. It's just a random move. You're doing it naturally. You just, I don't know. You haven't looked at the timer. You haven't seen creeps, so you went top, or was there some, like, do you make your decision based on thoughts of like plans or something, or is just
Yeah,
naturally I just do something,
that
or
that wasn't planned. That's because I I thought that most of the time showing just the wave is really important. So
yeah,
I just do it all the time, every time I can.
yeah, it is. It's just that it's the farming pattern, and that's what we are discussing. So yeah,
Yes.
it's correct to do it here for if you're not gonna smoke, but if you will, because if
Yeah.
you go because usually like you wanna kill lanes first, because if those spaces are free to be killed, it's better to kill them as fast as possible, because eventually they might not be able to be free. That's first thing. First thing. Also the second thing is like everything you do faster is usually better, because then the enemy needs to react faster in order to counter it. So going lane first is fine. Like it's better than to kill the ancients first. It can be fine because you're faster here than, and then you like farm all the way towards your ancients back, right? So that farming pattern would be nice instead of like farming all this, which would take some time, and then you would walk into dangerous area of enemies. And while you were doing that, you just lost the pressure that could have been put on the minimap, because for 15 seconds that pressure was not being applied to the enemies, because you were still stuck here even though this could have already been shoved into the enemy. You were getting less information for 15 seconds. So I'm fine with this play, but this play like tells me that if you're gonna make some play after that, you will lose these ancients not being farmed. So I hope that play is worth it. So I'm fine. I'm totally fine with this. You can do this. You can go to top, kill the creeps. Um, but if you smoked, it would be nicer to like kill these camps
Kill the
first, because
ancients. Yeah.
usually if you smoke, you will go somewhere like further, and you will not be here in time to like TP back and kill the ancients. Probably you will not, you know. So because you will travel some further distance. So yeah. Again, try to walk away from OD. Don't fight the OD straight up, because you don't have the BKB yet. And like once he uses W, you can, but like if he doesn't, it's don't like walk into him, because he would counter you with his W.
He's just gonna W me and I'm gonna die.
Yeah, but like
Uh,
once he doesn't have W, you can run at him. Cool. Okay, so what do you think you should do now?
First of all, shove. Then if we can take the tower, we take it and then we go Roche
No, your exact
immediately.
hero. What your exact hero should do? What do you think? Like in perfect scenario, let's say everybody's gonna play perfectly. What you should do right now?
I
What's
should go Roche immediately because in perfect scenario, Weaver's gonna show the way for me.
almost correct, but it's incorrect. Tell me like exactly what you should do. If you don't know, I will tell you.
I don't know. I
Okay,
don't
so
know that.
so you should kill this wave yourself,
Yeah.
because you have empower. It takes almost 0 seconds, and it just gives like you farm compared to like some like super to like some different hero of yours. So you would get this farm. You would kill it fast, like the fastest from everybody. So you're the heroes that can do it the fastest. You're right next to it, and you're carry. So you want the network. So kill
Yeah.
this wave, and once you kill it, you go immediately to the rush and do the thing that you mentioned. And the
Yeah.
rest of these heroes should shove the next wave, should farm this and stuff like that. Yeah. So let's see what you do. Okay. You can even ignore the jungle creep. the range creep. And definitely ignore all the jungles, of course, but yeah, ignore the jungle creep. So here, yeah, it's incorrect to push further. This is you're stealing, now you're stealing farm from your teammates and you're not getting the rush.
Yeah.
So it's good habit to have, like, once the fight looks like very nice and there's like one last hero that's alive or something, immediately like think like what you want to do next in order to realize it sooner, because these things matter. Like, yeah, as you may, like, it can give you free tower, it can give you free outpost, free Russians. Those those things, to think about it immediately, they matter. Like imagine if you were in lane, and you forgot to pull just because you realized it every time you realized it 5 seconds too late, and it was not, and suddenly you cannot pull anymore because the lane went past. The lane would be like horrible. So it same applies after fight. Usually after you kill something or you do something, usually that's the time to think about what to do next. Like every time you kill a wave, every time you kill tower, every time you almost kill a rush, every time you kill a hero, every time the fight is over, when it's about to get like over, you should think about what to do next. So here, yeah, some nonsenses.
Yeah, here it goes bad, really bad.
Like at least the mid is shaft, right? But we don't have the
Yeah.
BKB and we don't have the Aegis. So how are we supposed to kill that tower without like something that allows us to stop the OD from, stopping us?
Yeah. I agree. That was really dumb.
Well, it's not the worst like target to destroy, like this tower, but you cannot get it. You cannot get it without something that allows you to stop the OD from doing what he's doing. So you need
Yeah.
Aegis. Or, BKB and Blink or something, to stop him. Or at least BKB and Magnus. Magnus, Cure and BKB, something like that. Otherwise, you cannot do that play. Or like, it has low chance of succeeding, basically. And also high chance of you feeding. So here,
Here, OD just like
yeah, so,
gives us a freebie.
yeah, so here, top is shaft, right? We are
Yeah.
not like so we can either like walk to the rush and try to like get it, or like force the fight there instead of forcing fight near the enemy tower, because it's easier for your Magnus to RP here than to RP here.
Yeah.
Even skewers and everything is just easier. You can just ward all this area, but you cannot ward all this area because they have a billion trees. They can be anywhere. You don't know where they are and stuff like that. Okay, so but other than that, it's fine. Like right, is the like this wave is kind of shaft, even though not perfectly. It's kind of shaft, and you see two heroes here that they are not defending. And does your like if your Magnus didn't have RP, I wouldn't do these things. But he has RP, right? So do you have some option to get rid of the OD, the guy that like threatens you from losing the
Yes.
fight and dying? Now, and what is
The,
it?
the skewer into the RP, even though even though it's not optimal, it's gonna kill him if
Yeah,
I run
it's
out
gonna
of
kill him. But
multiple.
yeah, it's gonna kill him. It's not optimal exactly. And another reason is that Shaker doesn't have echo. So if he had echo, they can counter it, right? Like Magnus gonna skewer RP, and then Shaker echoes you, and now OD is free to like kill you all.
Yeah.
So just because you guys have ultimate on Magnus and they don't have Shaker ulti, now you have the option to just kill the OD and win the fight, which means you can pressure this tower. But how are you gonna execute it? Will you hit the tower yourself? Will the patch hit it? How are you gonna destroy this tower? That's the question. How are you gonna do it?
We're gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it, and the Willow's gonna hit it because she has her axe. It does a bit of damage to the tower.
Yeah, but like, okay, it's a little bit possible for you to hit it, but I would be scared a bit because if you're gonna hit it, you will be out of position, and maybe OD will be the one that starts the fight, you know. And then Magnus RPs, Shaker stops it, but with stun. So that's so be a little bit like, you know, scared
Concerned.
of hitting buildings if it's not your job in first place, and you cannot avoid it yourself solo to not die from OD. But sure, like
Yeah.
Echo is down, so and this tower is very low HP. But yeah,
Yeah, and then that happens.
I would rather prefer you to be like in position of like Magnus skewering, you know, because like if you stand here, like you know that the skewer needs to happen, then he needs to bring it to you basically, right?
Yeah.
To kill the guy that he skewers. So that's why like if you're gonna stand near the tower, what if he skewers like different guy? Now OD can still stop you. But if he skewers it into the river, OD cannot stop you. If he's far away, he cannot W while Magnus skewered somebody. So he would have to literally like skewer OD, that's the first thing, in order for you to be able to hit that building. And also even then it kind of looks like not the most idealistic approach, because even if he skewers OD, which would be great, the fight is gonna happen near this tower, which is easier for enemies to fight rather than skewering like the full distance. You know how like big difference made it on TI when like he skewered like from here to fucking base.
Yeah.
Like it's a
Yeah.
huge difference. Like if he's able to skewer from here to here, the fight is way easier here to skewer than if he skewered like from here to here. You know, it
Yeah.
will not make that much difference. So the longer the distance, it would be the more ideal. But I get it. You maybe too strong for them. You are allowed to hit the building. I'm just mentioning. You know, be cautious about these things. So yeah. So again, what's your job now?
Roach, like right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Right now. Yeah.
Yeah, this is wasting time.
Yeah. I would even give them these creeps actually here in this case because it was too much forward, and yeah, it's just waste of time. And you have just so many
Yeah,
heroes here that would do it for you.
yeah, this is dumb. I
But
shouldn't be in Roach like right now. This is dumb. I agree with you 100%.
so again, you're doing job of your teammates again. But
Yeah.
yeah, okay. But they have you guys have Magnus. Like you guys cleared this, so it's not that bad that you went for the lane creeps here, because you guys cleared like with Magnus cleared this. He has the cleave. He cleared it. He's finally like Weaver and Magnus are like strong enough to clear this. So you let them get the jungle, and you got the most farm because you took the creeps in lane. But still, again, ages. By the way, whenever you kill tier 1 tower, they will always have fortify.
Yeah.
And it will always kill your catapult. So yeah, that's another reason why to take it slowly. Why to first take rush, because they just have fortify. Always. Once the tier 1 tower is dead. It's not like before some years ago when this was possible. Like because that catapult would basically pressure and everybody would be defending catapults and stuff. Now it's not possible because the catapult will die basically.
Yeah, that's when I realized way too late. Should have realized this like a minute ago. Go for Roach like right now.
So now we have BKB, you can literally do whatever you want, right? So I would be fine with like doing all these plays. But it's preferred to do it under vision.
Yeah.
Because again, they can still burst you before you pop BKB, right? Like echo into you and ult of OD and it will burst you down. Okay. What? Wait, what?
And the OD is there. He doesn't
Oh
TP
wait,
either.
you bought. Wait, this is second rush, right? So you bought the shard. You should Yeah, it's again because your timings are so slow. This is what you're paying for. You're paying 1,400 gold for your slowness
Yeah,
because now you're not gonna utilize the shard.
need a free shard with
Yeah,
every
it's
second goal.
usually like Ursa is easy to kill rushes, right? So if you're slow enough to not do these, you will have to be forced to buy the shard or something like that, because it's so good shard. So again, you slowed yourself by 1,400 gold.
Yeah, agree. Yeah,
Also ping it. By the way, ping it because nobody expects that you bought the shard. Like there's item here. just
yeah.
tell them that
We
you.
real we realized it like 10 minutes later. Not kidding, man.
Yeah, it's because like everybody expects you to get the shard, right? Like, but they didn't know you bought it. Okay,
This
this
guy
is just
has.
waste of time. I don't know.
Yeah, he's hasted. It's a waste
So,
of
so
time.
now where do you think you should go?
Shove mid, and maybe shove top.
Yeah, the hardest line to be right now is mid. Because yeah, it's mid. So some heroes that has like escape mechanics or are strong enough to not like be bursted, which can be you because you have ages, should be around mid area. But I would rather put somebody who like has some escape mechanic to shove it. And you should be positioned so your team cannot ever die because your goal is to basically steal this area from the enemies. So how you're gonna do it is by pushing bottom and mid, especially bottom. Yes, and basically your goal is to position yourself aggressively enough that they still cannot like burst you for free, but you're protecting your teams by doing so. So I would say your place should be around this area because then you can join mid and you can join bottom. You're like the protector of your team while they are shoving,
Yeah, I
and
agree.
eventually can even walk here, on the cliff. Depend based on what happens, based on like if it's free or not. Okay, so now we're here, right? And we should be cutting waves. So once we reach this destination,
And once we hit that,
yeah, you guys missed this wave, but yeah, it's hard. And yeah, so you're here. That's good, right? And while you're here, you guys can be hitting bottom building, right? This building.
I tell my team I'm gonna bait Gaila. I'm gonna bait him because I'm gonna be hitting the tower, but nobody responds. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, so you guys don't have like pushed 2 lanes out of 3, but still you can be either hitting this or you guys can make play of walking all your heroes towards here to get this outpost and to zone them out of this farm. That's your 2 plays you have right now. The third
Yeah,
play is a bit too passive, which you don't have time for, which is cutting this wave and this wave, but there's nothing to be cut, so you really need to wait a lot of seconds. And while you're cutting, you farm this, and somebody farms this. But you don't have time for it right now because there's no lane to be cut right now. So it would be waste of time. So now you have like 2 options, I would say, are preferred. Either you push or you try to hunt them down here. So you go like from here towards here and here. Because that's where they are, right? They are here, right? Like they cannot be here anymore because you just went from there, right? Hello?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
they cannot be here, right? Can
Yeah,
they
they
be here?
can't.
They can't because you went from there. So they
They're
cannot
gonna
like
be.
suddenly appear behind your backs. They are not IOs or whatever, right? So where they are right now?
Uh, they're sitting on their base or their
Yes,
top.
yeah, they are either doing nothing, which is good for you, or they are here, which you don't see them here because you have wards. They already cleared this, or they are here, right? So you can like make play to zone them out from the place that they are and get nice fight there because they don't know where they should leave from that area. They don't know that. And even if they leave, then you come back again to this place, and now they don't have TPs, so they cannot repeat this anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, so either hunt them down or get this tower, something like that. And if you had normal timers, it would be preferred to have two lanes out of free shaft. That's one thing, and second thing is cutting this wave and this and the bottom wave while farming all this. Plus, somebody can farm this, some mobile hero or somebody, some support, useless hero or somebody. Yeah. So let's see what you do.
I think I'm gonna go there. Yeah, he.
It's just too bad that nobody, got the wave on mid, but yeah, happens.
That
Okay,
just so
so
you
yeah.
just so you have an idea. That's how bad I am. I lost to a 30-minute Radiance Wraith King.
Okay. So the next thing is to what what do you think? Why do you think you should go high ground right now? Because probably you're gonna go high ground based on how I see you moving. So why do you think you should go high ground right now compared to different play?
We have the Aegis. We have the RP.
Or what are your options to do?
Well, we taking this tower. We either go high ground. We shove lanes basically.
So you're telling me the only objective right now is either you go high ground or shoving waves. Those are only two objectives, right?
I don't see a better option, honestly.
Well, there's another objective like, of getting all this farm. Another objective is taking this tower. Another objective is taking outpost, right? And
I
last objective is like somehow haunting somebody somewhere. So yeah, so uh, like I would say you have 2 minutes 47 to make this fight more appealing to you. So how can we do it more appealing to you? Do you think there is any way?
we take the we take that tier 2 mid actually. It's
Yeah, why not? Like, what if you lose this fight, right? How are you
we
gonna
look.
break through this building after that?
Yeah,
Like,
that was
why not take free objective when you still have time with Aegis? You have fucking 3 minutes, of Aegis.
yes, yes.
So
That was
why not make it more convenient? Like, does this look nice to you? Like, does this look nice to you?
enough.
Like, why is on the map looking better? Like, if you throw this fight, if you lose this fight, there is always chance of losing high ground. Like you haven't even like if you lose this fight, they will destroy all their buildings and
They
everything
take
because they
two
have it.
towers.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, yeah,
We lose the fight. They take
yeah,
the tower first.
yeah. They will take something because you haven't shoved it into them or like done anything good. Another thing is you have 3 minutes and you still you have 3k gold in your inventory. So like basically your like do you see this 7k net worth above? Basically,
Yes.
it's fucking 4. It's
Yeah,
4K
it's
only. So, are you sure you don't want this item before you go high ground? Do you think you have everything you need to win this fight?
at the time I thought, now, not I don't.
Like, does this
Yeah,
seem, reason? Like, does this seem like it's the best thing you can? That's the best map you can do. Like, with like the best situation you can do. Can you do some better situation? Is this the best you can do?
that's not the best I can do.
Yeah,
I can do
probably not.
better.
So why not take it, smart, even smarter? Steal stuff that you can still steal from the enemies. Like you guys are winning, right? Otherwise, they would immediately fight you if you're that far from your base or something. You guys are the winners, so why not take more from the enemies than just one fucking lane? That's the least you can do. Like, they are taking everything.
This is
Like,
dumb.
yeah.
This is when we throw.
Okay, and yeah, and yeah, and usually with Urza, it's like that you're gonna have to fight them 2 times. Like, one time you have to kill them and then they buy back and you need to kill them second time. That's how Ursa works, because he's not like hitting buildings fast. So he cannot like fight them, get the tower and walk away or something. He can only like fight them and then fight them again and then get every single Rax or something. That's how Urza usually works, because he's just not tower hater. So yeah. So can you beat them twice time in a row? Or at least
You,
one time, and because you don't have escape mechanic. Like, once you fight them, uh, you're gonna
I
die
either
if you
win
don't win it
or I
twice,
die.
basically. You're gonna die if you don't win it twice.
Yeah,
So you have to win it twice. And it's like, if you don't win it twice, yes, they wasted buybacks, so there's at least something, so it's fine. But like, what the fuck, man? Like, take more stuff from them. Even fucking, you can even var the others, like, not you, but like your team, you can do some plays before you do this, make your position better, get the one more item that allows you to beat them twice in a row. Get the lane shaft, get this tower, get outpost, or shove all 3 lanes if they allow you to do so, if you don't have better showers than you. Like, you guys have Weaver, right? That's nice, like, clearer of waves in the late stages. They he can do it fast, like, so like, yeah, like, it's not like they have fucking, I don't know, a Naga anti-mage and it's very difficult to push out lanes and stuff like that. They have none of it. So yeah, you're just giving yourself, not the most convenient fight. Like, yes, you are trying to take the high ground with power, but that power could have been stronger. And you have 2 minutes 45 seconds to do so, or like at least 2 minutes.
it was fine.
Yeah, definitely walk away after this. No, I wouldn't continue. I wouldn't continue fighting when this happens, right? I would just
Yes,
walk back and heal up, right? Like, Magnus buyback, you wanna group to him. The fact that you started hitting that guy was not good.
yeah, that was questionable.
Okay, at least
Here's
I
what
like that you haven't like fought into them, even though you slightly fought into them. At least then you backed off, which is correct. So now, minute 45. Now you decide to go in. That's fine. They are regroup. That's good. Little bit wasted,
yeah,
but
yeah,
it's.
that was
Eh,
yikes.
yeah, you could have like PK beat polarization better and stuff. Patch could have been there. Stuff like that happens. Yeah.
I didn't I didn't even consider the fact that Brew had the axe and now
By the way,
he has two splits.
another thing. Watch this. I'm just gonna show you something. Oh, watch this. Watch this. Like, this fight, like, it's like not on their high ground, right? it maybe looks reasonable. You still have ages, 2 lives, you know. You guys
Yeah.
can like take it if you guys all grouped. But watch this just for fun. Okay, this is patch, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, watch this.
Is he,
Do you know why he's going to the? Oh wait, what, bro? That's illusion. Do you know why he's going to the left? This is I think illusion or something.
yeah,
So
it's an illusion.
why do you think he's going to the left?
Yeah, because he wants to shove. He's like, guys, we should shove.
He wants to fucking kill this wave because you know. So even though it's still bad decision, he should go here. But he's not immortal or whatever. So he wants to like he ignores you guys first. Like it's stupid, but yeah. So uh, he goes to the left, which could have been prevented if you, instead of going high ground immediately, if you at least took one more objective as bonus, which is shoving this lane into them before you go high ground. If you did that, this guy wouldn't went to the left, he would went to the right, and this whole fight could have turned out absolutely differently. You would win this fight. You would
Yeah.
crush them. You would still have this mid shaft, maybe, theoretically. They would be dead, and you would kill this tower with it. And went high ground to force buybacks and walk away or something at least, you know, something like that. That's how I visualize it. And just because this is not shaft, this guy went to the left and everything went to shit. Like he could have played better. He could have went to the right side, but he didn't done so because he's not that skilled. And you could have prevented it by being more skilled than these guys.
Yeah.
He could have healed people, he could have hooked people, he could have ulted people. You had Aegis while your Aegis is gone. He would definitely do something useful.
He had the shard. He could have saved me.
Yeah, he could. You guys could have killed them probably. And now, once you guys died here, they even hitting your building, which is like crazy to me. But like they still kind of managed to hit it. So yeah. So now, what do you think is your next goal?
Oh, now.
Yeah, what now?
Now I'm just, just gonna. Now I think I did what I did this game. I just farmed out a bit and waited till the rush, but we didn't get the rush, so we did absolutely nothing and we lost.
Yeah, that's cool. But like I'm saying, like in order to win this game right now, what do you think should be your like? What do you think you should be doing? Like, what's your goal in next? I don't know, 7 minutes.
Yeah, I see Weaver top and those two mid, so I go bottom, I shove, and then I shove.
That's incorrect to do. Why it's incorrect to go bottom in this timer right now? It's again first, it's not your job to shove lanes. You're gonna just hit one creep. It takes so long. Second thing, you gonna do it solo. You don't have escape mechanic, so you're gonna die here. Like your teammate is top and your teams are mid. If you go bottom, you're gonna die. Either you or Weaver, right? And it's gonna be you. So don't play solo on lanes. Again, still your job is more being not seen in jungle rather than on lanes. It still applies. The rule of farming still like applies, and you're gonna die here. So even though this is like nice, like lanes are nice to be shoved, you're gonna die here if you go here. You can also view it as like you can also view it as like they came from this place and you're coming into them. Like that's not ideal. You don't have the advantage you had before. It's only under 1k gold advantage.
And the lead is gone, huh? We're not
Yeah,
allowed to do that
yeah, and
anymore.
you the lead is gone, and you still want to play here. Plus, you want to do it alone. That's not That's the proper play. If you want to go if you still want to go bottom because you think you're stronger or something, you need to have teammates there. So
Yeah.
you need to know they are not here. So I don't know where did you get that information. Maybe you got it, but yeah.
Right.
So be cautious. I wouldn't like walk there and started to hit this if I have Weaver pushing and these guys on mid. Like maybe you can like tell them like to everybody to go towards bottom, but if they will not do it, I will not hit these creeps because I have one guy top, one guy bot. It's always not ideal. If like eventually like this guy would need to group to you. Okay, now you see players on mid, so yeah, now it would be safe, but yeah.
Sure, if that guy smokes, we're gonna catch someone. Didn't, so we take the tower.
So yeah, so again, you're not tower hitter, right? So this can be deadly for your team. So you don't have the lead, you don't have two lives, and they have ultis, so they can wipe you from the world because they're gonna wipe you and yeah, you will not be able to press BKB ulti nothing. So you're just dead. So yeah, don't hit the building. You're not allowed to do so if they are not showing on the map. Instead, what you should be doing, you can play around this area, cutting this and this as I mentioned, right? And while you're doing
Yeah.
so, somebody can farm here. That's what you can do. Another play is smoking to get the outpost. Don't hit this building, you're not tower hitter. This position is insane. In order to hit this tower, you would need at least Aegis, and even then.
I thought I was allowed to go on him because two splits, but it turned out cooldowns like non-existent on that thing.
Yeah, plus the heroes that kill you is the OD
Yeah.
Shaker. And Arrow. Okay, I'm gonna probably like have to go now
Yeah.
because I have
Yeah. There's
Scream.
nothing to learn for this now.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But
By the way,
I'm gonna tell you one last thing. Since you mentioned that you lost this rush and that's how you guys lost. Before you get this rush, get their outpost and shove this lane into them.
yeah.
Otherwise, you cannot get the rush. And even then, I would still be playing around this area to not allow them to get into this area before I would go rush. Because if you go rush, it allows them to walk through here to your rush and fight you in super good position. And also ward all this area, especially the enemy jungle. Like ward it out. It helps you to detect them that they are uh, gonna try to contest you in rush pit. Like don't allow them to have option to have heroes, all heroes in your rush pit, because any contest you should like lose more likely than not, or like you're giving them opportunity to lose this game because it can be like 50s 50 and stuff like that. It's not logical. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's enough. Thanks, man.
Yeah, you can even go like outside of the rush pit and take it slowly. You start to hit it. Then now you see they are coming right through your wards or something. You
Uh-huh.
immediately like go into them. Stuff like that. They have to back off. Maybe you will like constantly like let them waste all smokes. Or stuff like that because they cannot be sure if you're taking rush or not. So yeah. So just take it slowly. Okay. take the better positionment. Like from fighting them from high ground to low ground is always better. Okay. Anything you have want to add?
There's one last thing. You said you recorded this, right?
Yeah.
Eh, Can I get a a link at least or a drive so I can watch it again?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, man.